Hi everyone, welcome to Outdoor Bound TV. I'm Kurt Walbeck. Well, the geese are flying overhead, the river's open. I think spring is finally here, and that means open water fishing. Now here in the show, we love to fish for different species. On this week's show, we head to Devil's Lake, North Dakota with friend and tournament angler Mike Lenarduzzi. Now Mike's going to be introducing us to a new species there that I've never had a chance to fish for, white bass. Then we follow Mike to the Florida Keys and hop on the Cabela's Offshore boat and try our hand at some alternate species of saltwater fish over shipwrecks. Oh yeah. Boy, he just...
What did you cast?
Oh, look at that. He just hammered that ridgeline crankbait. I'm telling you, it is... Look at him just pull. Well, this evening we're doing something a little bit different. Now, when you think of Devil's Lake, you probably, like me, think of walleye, jumbo perch, maybe even pike. Well, that's not what we're fishing tonight. What we're fishing is another species that's here in Devil's Lake, but many people aren't aware of it. They're white bass. And if I can get this one in, I'll show you what we're talking about. Oh, he's got it with both hooks too. Boy, he just hammered that ridgeline crankbait. But this is a white bass. Now they are prevalent here on Devil's Lake. They're actually very good to eat. There is a mud line in them that you have to take out. But once you do, white flaky meat, but a ton of fun to catch. White bass. What a pretty fish. Look at that. Well, we'll get this guy back. One of the cool things about these white bass is they hit the surface. So we're actually seeing some over in the surface here that are breaking the surface. You can hear them there. Another one just went right there. So you can kind of look for them to break the surface and then throw to that area. These things are a ton of fun.
Feels like a good one.
Were you able to throw those?
I was just a little short of him, and
He was way out.
yeah, you can bomb these things though. Feels like a good fish. There's another one right off. There's a little pot of them over here in front of me. Oh, what I've got going here? Yeah, it's a nice bass. Yeah, they're right in front of the boat here. They go after it so hard. Oh, yeah. They miss it sometimes. They're fun.
You know, Mike's just catching one in the front of the boat, and I could see where they were breaking the surface here, and I threw it, and he just attacked it again. You know, these doggone bass are so aggressive. They hit it so hard, they usually end up getting both hooks stuck in them. But look at that. What a pretty fish. It's kind of a cross between a regular bass, smallmouth bass. They've got an attitude like a smallmouth bass, and a crappie. What a ton of fun. Well, let me show you what we're using for these. This is called the new Ridgeline Crankbait from PK Lures. We've used PK Lures a lot in our winter fishing. The good old PK Flutterfish, the PK Spoon, the Predator, all those things we use in the winter. Well, they came out with the new Ridgeline Crankbait, and it's a really cool crankbait. It's got 2 treble hooks on it. It's got a square bill on the front, and it's got an internal rattle. And one of the things that I just figured out today is you can throw them a country mile. These things will go a ton. And boy, I tell you what, these bass sure seem to love them. I'm gonna get some more. Scrappy. They pull hard. They hit like a ton.
a brick. They're just fun fish to come out and bend the rod.
All right, well, another one just broke water right here, so I'm gonna try to pitch right to it like you would a tarpon almost, and see if I can pick this fish up. Oh, he didn't hit it. I was a little bit too slow to get to him. But it's kind of fun. You just sit here and you wait for him to break the top of the water and then just pitch to him, and they just attack it.
Throw right in there. There was more that boiled when he went up. Yeah, there's a pile of them right there. So it doesn't, well, now he's got a little more shoulder. That's a nice one. All right. Oop, he's going back. Goes. There he goes. Yep, through the gauntlet.
Count him down.
Just another double.
Yeah, just another double. I'm telling you, these things are just like freight trains when they hit. Look at that bend in that rod. You know, I'm kind of a kid with any kind of fishing. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as the rod's bent, I love it. But these, they're a whole different type of fun. Ooh, this is a good fish.
Yeah, that is a big one. He's got shoulders.
He is. Look at the size of that fish.
That's a jumbo.
I don't want to stick my hand in their mouth because he's got all those treble hooks in there, but look at the size of that fish. I'm telling you, he's got every single hook of both treble hooks embedded, but they just thrash so hard that they get everything just hooked up. But there we go. Got him out of there. Look at that fish. Have you ever seen anything like that? White bass, Devil's Lake. Tell you what, it's awesome. Oh, there he got it. Look at that. Boy, I tell you what, it about takes the rod out of your hand when they hit. Man, that's crazy. I think he just figured out he's hit. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the water broke and basically reeled right through there as soon as that water broke, and when that ridgeline crankbait came through there, he just attacked it. Look at these fish. Now these cranks have two treble hooks on, so I want to be a little careful when I grab them. Normally with a bass I would just lip them, but he's got that treble hook in there pretty good, so I want to be a little careful about how I'm grabbing them. But look at that fish. Pound for pound, just a ton of fight. incredible. I'm telling you what, if you come to Devil's Lake and you're out here fishing perch, you're fishing walleyes, or maybe even pike, don't overlook the white bass. Incredible.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Yakima Bait and Tooth Tamer Rods.
Good. Neutral? So on blow days down in the Keys, you get an opportunity, you can't get out to fish if it's too windy. You buy a Florida fishing license, it gives you the opportunity to run 5 crab traps. And kind of gives you something on a blow day to not only keep you occupied, but some really good eating in it. These stone crabs are awesome. So, Mike, we've let them sit, what, 4 days now?
5 days.
Sounds like we got some activity in there. As I look in here, we had a really good one. We got a couple of them here. Here's actually a blue stone crab. He's gonna go right back. Here's really kind of what you're looking for. You're looking for the colossal claw like what this is. And we're gonna take harvest one claw for him. We're actually just gonna twist that right off. And then let him right back in with his claw like such. So a crab like that, just like up in Wisconsin on a bay crab or a creek crab, they'll actually grow their claws back. So we're not harming that crab in any way. He'll grow that back. In fact, this next crab that I'm gonna pull out of here, you'll see that he's got 2 different sized crab claws. So at one point, someone has harvested his right claw and it's came right back on it. There we go. We're ready for the reset. And we're good for another 3 or 4 days. We'll come back and check, or the next blow day. So the best way to prepare that is to get them on ice right away so they stay cool in the boat, and then we'll bring them back and we'll actually boil them up and let them cool down. It makes a great appetizer, especially like the night before we had the tuna, a little snack before we dive into our main course. You can make a great crab salad out of them. They're really a delicacy down here.
Hey everyone, well, we're back in the Florida Keys today. We're out on our boat with a good buddy, Mike Lenarduzzi, tournament angler. And what we're going to be doing today is actually fishing a wreck. We've got an old shipwreck below us here, and what happens is these fish tend to congregate around the wreck. So we're just getting some chum out, chopping up some bait. We're going to get down there, see if we can catch some fish out here in the Florida Keys. Ooh, there's a fish.
Oh boy!
Who got one?
He's gonna get you in that rack.
I gotta try to turn him here.
Yeah. Try to turn his head.
Oh yeah. I tell you what, just jigging to the bottom, and he just nailed it. And whoa. Now the danger, they tell me, is that we got to keep these fish out of the ship. They want to head into that wreck and go hide, so we're gonna try to turn them, but boy, there's no turning this guy. Look, he's got the rod bent right over in half.
Oh boy! There we go. We're hooked up there.
Hooked up there?
Yeah. Where's that's a no the other one, that one.
Doubled
Can't
up.
see the rod bent over.
Well,
That's
we got
probably-
another one on another pole behind us.
Probably that's gonna be the mackerel that's been elusive to us the last few days. I'm curious to see this thing.
Oh, there he is.
Ooh, yeah, it's a good one, whatever it is. It's a big old blob. What do you got there? A ray? He's got a ring.
Look at that. Take
That's
a
a
look
first.
at that.
Now it gets interesting, but I don't want to get hit by his tail.
No.
It almost feels like a blue runner. He's thumping pretty good, but again, like you said, Kurt, you go light tackle and you never know what you're going to tie into here. Some pretty good tail thumps going on. Might be a real big porgy the way it looks, or a nice blue runner. Big blue runner. Yeah, he's a big one. Big blue runner. Big blue runner.
Oh yeah, there's a fish there. Yeah, here we go again. Now this one has just a shrimp on it. It's just a standard circle hook with a shrimp. And he's up high in the column, so he's just literally floating around the back here. This one's gonna come in pretty quickly. And we got another blue.
Grab him by the tail.
Just perfect, right in the beak. Another one we're going to use for bait, so we'll get him in the bait line.
Yeah, you got the best.
Control the head.
Control the head, you control the fish.
Kurt, you want to pitch?
Go right on.
Because
I'll trade
That's
you.
your average
I'll
king.
just trade you.
King mackerel. Great to smoke. No.
Nope. You.
This is a good fish. Kurt. Nope. Kurt, please.
Nope. All you, man. All you.
It's probably ready.
Sorry, bud. That's it. Going over. Okay, got it.
And the tail.
Nice.
All right, so grab a pliers there, dudes.
Little reef shark. He's still semi-dangerous.
It's unbelievable the power right now. Not that I'm a big guy, but this shark has got everything I can to hold him solid.
Strip it in. I'm just gonna roll it over.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Suffix and VMC Hooks.
I tell you what, that was a ton of fun in the Florida Keys fishing for some of those saltwater species. A big thanks to our buddy Mike Lenarduzzi for taking us out. Now, if you're interested in heading to Devil's Lake, North Dakota to try your hand at some of those awesome white bass, I'd encourage you to check out the Devil's Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau website. They've got all kinds of information about accommodations, fishing reports, and where the bite is hot. And we hope that you'll join us again here next week when we'll bring you more great hunting and fishing action from around the U.S., around Canada, and around the world, right here on Outdoor Bound TV.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Venom Outdoors and Mountain Dew.
In the world.
Brought to you by Venom.
Remind me to bring the wetsuit next time, huh?
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Rapala and PK Lures.